Chair Hughes, members of the committee, thank you for having me. My name is Christina Das. I am a voting rights attorney with the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, America's premier racial justice organization fighting for the rights of Black and brown voters. We are here to express our support for countywide polling programs or election day vote centers. Studies show that unlike precinct day polling places, election day vote centers or countywide polling places are characterized by their accessible and central locations and their openness to voters who otherwise may face hurdles to voting at precinct polling places. I'm talking about voters with transportation limitations, voters with accessibility needs, voters who work non-traditional hours or lack childcare. As with many other aspects of the voting experience, there are disparities in line length and wait times along racial and ethnic lines. Racial and ethnic minorities have faced longer lines and longer wait times when compared to white voters. These longer wait times have consequences. They have consequences for our elections administrators that lead to more negative public evaluation of management of elections. They lead to lack of trust in our elections. Centralized EDVC sites allow clerks and elections administrators to use higher quality facilities, larger spaces, much more access to accessible machines, and they lower the burdens of attempting to find locations for numerous precincts that might be older and smaller and lacking in quality. Year after year, voter turnout at polls is significantly impacted by the distance that voters have to travel for their nearest polling center. And the methods of transportation available to voters are a clear issue. Just a quarter-mile increase in distance to the nearest polling center has been shown to translate to 1 to 3 percentage point decrease in voter turnout. The negative effect is amplified for non-white voters because of the racial turnout gap, or the difference in the turnout rate between white and non-white voters. That's especially important in this state, given that 1 in 20 households in Texas does not possess a personal vehicle pursuant to the National Equity Alliance, and more than 3.5 million Texans lack access to public transportation. Any increase in wait times or travel distance will have a significant disenfranchising effect on a large segment of Texans who are eager to vote but lack the means to travel to their polling location. This impact will fall even more heavily on Black communities, where more than 1 in 10 households do not possess a vehicle, or where 1 in 5 people is living below the poverty level. We urge you to keep countywide polling places in place, and this will also save Texans millions in taxpayer dollars. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your testimony.